like social mixers, clinics, and tournaments. All covered by one simple membership fee. No hidden costs. Join the Ace Pickleball Club community today. Start now, play forever.
Call up your squad. It's time for the APC Championship Series team event. Teams of 4 go head-to-head in a fast-paced format that's all about connection and energy. And just like the rest of the APC Championship Series, it's completely free for members and open to all skill levels. Bring your friends. Build your legacy. The top finishing teams from each skill level earn a spot at the APC National Championship. Your team, your court, your moment. Only at Ace Pickleball Club.
Really about this life, get your paddles up. All these other shoes you wearing getting batted up. You know, every time they tear it gets to adding up. Come and get a pair if you had enough. Yeah, Pickleball Nation, let's go. If you really pickleball, let me know. Hey, this how I roll, run the court on my toes. If it ain't tight, roll one of those. Pickleball Nation, let's go. If you really pickleball, let me know. Hey, this how I roll, run the court on my toes. If it ain't tight, roll one of those.
Billy? You're still here?
Told you, not leaving until I'm good enough to go pro. And with DoorDash, I got everything I need. They keep me fueled, they bring me fresh gear, and all the comforts of home.
But dude, how are you getting better all alone?
Not. DoorDash also brings me waters.
Anna Lee waters?
You ready, Billy?
I was born ready.
DoorDash.
Come on, Billy. My mom hits harder than that.
Their championship match is about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. We hear plenty of cheering coming from the crowd, and we're excited to get you started. Just a few
We know you and your partner have what it takes. Now, it's time to step onto the court for the men's and women's doubles APC Championship Series event. It's free for members and open for all skill levels. Whether you're a seasoned duo, first-time teammates, or you've never been in a tournament before, this event is for everyone. Each skill division competes on its own with separate pools for ages under 50 and over 50. Compete and celebrate with your community. sharpen your skills, and maybe even qualify for the APC National Championship. But best of all, you'll share a pickleball experience of a lifetime with your community. Only at Ace Pickleball Club.
Welcome to Ace Pickleball Club, a warm, welcoming community for all. No matter your skill level, there's a place for you. Inside, you'll find courts labeled beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Just stack your paddle and rotate into games. It's that easy. No need to snag a coveted reservation or organize around your friends' busy schedules. Ace Pickleball Club is a member-focused club with open play always running. So your friends are already here, ready to play with you, even if you haven't met them yet. It's more than just playing pickleball. It's building meaningful connections and crafting a healthy lifestyle. We also offer a range of activities like social mixers, clinics, and tournaments, all covered by one simple membership fee. No hidden costs. Join the Ace Pickleball Club community today. Start now, play forever.
Call up your squad. It's time for the APC Championship Series team event. Teams of 4 go head-to-head in a fast-paced format that's all about connection and energy. And just like the rest of the APC Championship Series, it's completely free for members and open to all skill levels. Bring your friends. Build your legacy. The top finishing teams from each skill level earn a spot at the APC National Championship. Your team, your court, your moment. Only at Ace Pickleball.
About to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. We hear plenty of cheering coming from the crowd, and we're excited to get you started in just a few
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the APC National Championships live from the beautiful Ace facility in Roswell, Georgia. We are so happy to be back with you here tonight after an action-packed late night last night. We're going to go to our man Mookie on the ground to break it down for you guys before we get into the action.
We are back on day 3 of the APC National Championship. The guys put on an absolute show last night. This place was electric for the men's team event. We were here late, but everybody's back here early this morning, ready to rock and roll. Hopefully you're able to watch that live on our YouTube channel, but if not, feel free to go back there and check out the featured matches to make sure you didn't miss any of that awesome action. We had a ton of different groups be able to make it onto the podium. 12 different clubs have been able to make it to the podium so far, with 9 of those claiming a gold medal for their club. Now heading into today, we got a lot of different action going on. We've got men's and women's doubles. We've got the team event. We're also introducing our first mixed doubles event of the tournament. So that's going to be going on, again, every match streaming live. Make sure you go there and get a chance to check that out. See you guys later today.
And again, last night, if you heard from Mookie, was an absolute electric factory. It was one of the closest matches you'll ever see. Tucson, after saving numerous match points, was able to come back and get the team event 4-5 win over Roswell. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. Lots of good shot making, lots of good sportsmanship. But we're just thrilled that you're back here with us again at the APC National Championships, delivered with DoorDash. We're going to hear what the Roswell players have to say about this match. This is the men's 5-0 plus gold medal match. We've got Danny Marone and Jacob Carroll. Let's hear what they think about this upcoming match.
Here at the 2026 APC National Championship, getting ready to start the men's 5-0 title game. We got Jacob and Danny here. Jacob, what do you think is going to be the key to victory here in this matchup coming up?
Making balls. Making balls. Let them make the errors. Play to our strengths. Let them make the errors.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, and Danny, question for you. Obviously, we've seen plenty of clips of you all over the internet when you're trying to make trick shots, that kind of thing. What do you have on tap for us tonight?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm just excited to be playing with Jacob today. We played against each other and mixed yesterday a few games, had some really tight games, so it'd be fun to join him. And yeah, we'll see. Definitely priority one is to win, but I'm sure we'll have some fun out there. So,
all right, good luck, fellas.
Appreciate it.
You heard it from the Boomstick brothers, Danny and Jacob. Good advertisement for Selkirk this whole tournament. Those boys will be going up against Daniel Hosabri, I believe, and Michael Brown, hailing from Tulsa, Oklahoma at Broken Arrow. Now, Danny has recently had some success on the PPA Tour. We'll get into that a little bit later on. Let's check out Court 2. Well, I think we're going to hold off on that because it looks like we're about ready for action. Let's go ahead and check in here. Again, we have hundreds of players competing throughout the week of all skill levels. I think this is a gold medal match in our mixed 2-5, but we're about ready to get underway here again. Hosabri and Brown from Tulsa against Marone and Carroll from Roswell. Tulsa on the far side. Let's play. Missed return from Jacob there. He's going to want that one back. Trying to get the early game jitters out. Couple early unforced errors. And you'd be amazed. Sometimes, you know, pickleball is a game of runs, and you really hate to come out and dump two routine balls straight out of the gate, but I have a feeling they'll get their act together here. High-flying athleticism. He gets the easy put away and just puts a little too much mustard on it. Roswell to serve. Unbelievable gad. I would have liked to see him take that out of the air. If you let that ball bounce and you let it get behind you, it's a dangerous game. How's that for a serve? You can tell this guy played tennis, and in fact, he played at the University of Michigan. So no slouch at all. Recently had success on the PPA Tour, lost to Roscoe Bellamy, 11-5, 11-6, and that is no small feat. So far, Tulsa with the early advantage here, 2-1 on the one. Oh, baby. And a little bit of luck looks to be going the way of the Broken Arrow men from Tulsa, and sometimes that's all it takes. Nice job unwinding the stack. Yeah. Got to make sure you're split stepping in between every volley up there at the kitchen line, especially when you got guys who hit it that hard. Very easy to be late on the ball. Hot start for Tulsa. Patience there. Again, so easy to be overly aggressive at the line. When your players are back, just have to be patient. 4-1 on the one here for Tulsa. And that was absolutely clobbered. Unfortunately, it was clobbered right into the back of the fence. $5-1 on the two. I'm not sure. I guess that was the kitchen fault. Maybe it was a little bit short. I couldn't quite see it from my vantage point. We got 1-5 on the one. Tulsa with a big lead early on. Yeah, that's a tough ball. Traditionally, we're taught to drive at the person coming into the net. Certainly much harder to handle a drive while you're in motion. Sometimes you can catch the net man a little bit off guard, but if you don't make it over the net, you certainly can't do that. And a litany of errors early on from Roswell. Still a lot of time, though. That's the thing about pickleball, folks. There is no shot clock. A comeback is always possible. Yeah, excellent depth there from Marone. Paddle face from Mike, just a little bit too ajar there. And that one almost landed in Jacksonville. Short serve. Absolute laser of a drive. Sets up a difficult put away, but a put away nonetheless. Tulsa is absolutely rolling. We've got 6-1. All right, we'll see if Roswell can get their groove going here. So far, it's been a lot of unforced errors. Big serve. I like that drip. Yeah, I love that first ball from Marone. Just leaves that dink a little bit too high. I like that he took a little bit of pace off that first ball. 1-6 on the 2. Yeah, and that's a good ball. Again, take a little bit off. You know, I'm one of those people who tries to hit the ball 7,000 miles an hour every single time. And, you know, you can be just as effective and more consistent by taking 20% pace off. Big serve. Just a little long, but I like it. He's consciously shortening the backswing and taking a little pace off. Still 6-2 on 2. Off the foot! Again, I've talked about this quite a bit, but typically the best shots in pickleball are the ones you get down at your opponent's feet. Yeah, just a little bit wide there. Good patience from Marone. He appears to be settling in. Yeah, and Jacob Carroll has a massive serve. I'm all for missing a serve or two in a game, but he's already missed 2 or 3, so you might want to dial it back a bit. Moving forward a little bit too frenetically there. I might try to take my time getting in. And another loose error. Footwork just not there from Danny. Former Michigan tennis star, current Coca-Cola employee. Sounds like a nice life. And even the let cart goes back away. They've got to call a timeout, and they do. All right, a litany of errors from Roswell leads to a big lead for Tulsa. We're going to go to a quick commercial break again. This is the APC National Championships delivered with DoorDash.
You're still here?
Told you, not leaving until I'm good enough to go pro. And with DoorDash, I got everything I need. They keep me fueled, they bring me fresh gear, and all the comforts of home.
But dude, how are you getting better all alone?
Not. DoorDash also brings me waters.
Anna Lee waters?
You ready, Billy?
I was born ready.
DoorDash.
Come on, Billy. My mom hits harder than that.
All right, welcome back in here to our gold medal match, which will be best 3 out of 5 sets. Tulsa off to a very quick start. Yeah, and a really good speed up there from Carroll. He is the self-proclaimed king of speed ups. Kept a short backswing and disguised it well. 8-2 on the 2. Wow. How's that for an angle? Good communication there. Traditionally, the guy with the forehand will take that ball. However, if you got a backhand like that, as long as you communicate, it's okay. 2-8 on the 1. Kitchen cam. Good footwork being displayed. He looks for the speed up, and I believe he finds it. Two-8 on the 2. Roswell unable to get any offense going here. Just a little wide, I believe, and another point for Roswell. 3-8 on the 2. Yeah, and again, I would have liked to see him drive that ball. Maybe drive it at 70% to get himself an easier drop. Just so hard to drop the ball perfectly into the kitchen when you're 2 feet behind the baseline. Good pressure. Finally, yes. Okay, so that's what I talked about. Again, much more effective when you use the angles on your overheads. Not always feasible, but when you can, certainly more effective. People are just too good. They'll get everything back if you hit it right to them. Starting to see Roswell settle in a little bit. Still unable to get much going on their serves, but on their opponent's serve, they're playing with a little more patience and confidence now. Missed return there from Daniel. Yeah, I think I knew that one was coming. I didn't know where, and neither did Mike. Very deceptive speed out of the line, and if I'm Tulsa, I'm considering a timeout here. The momentum was clearly favoring the Broken Arrow boys. But these guys from Roswell have settled in quite nicely, serving at 5-8 on the 1. Did they call timeout? I don't think so. We've got a ball situation here. Again, these players competed all year long for an opportunity to win their share of $250,000. Missed serve there from Marone. I believe that's his first missed serve of the day, so we'll live with it. Smart. Yeah, and that's really good. And you can see so far Tulsa not looking super equipped to handle these speed ups. So if I'm Roswell, I got to keep pulling the trigger. That looked like Anna Lee Waters, a flying Burt. Let's get an instant replay on that. I wish that looked like Kevin Dong. Flying through the air, beautiful maneuver. Great setup by a wonderful drop from Marone. Do we have a timeout? It looks like we do have a timeout on the floor here. 7-8 on the 2. Roswell, after digging himself in a big hole, have found their rhythm. They've been the aggressors from the start, but they've started to put it together here now. We'll take a look in here at court number 2. Again, hundreds of players competing throughout the week. Such a cool event. Getting to travel, meet new people, compete with your friends. We really love that Ace has decided to put this event on, and we're happy to be here with you. Again, I'm Alex Crum, PPA player. We're back in action, 7-8 on the 2. We're still going, and again, relentless pressure, but in a controlled manner there from Roswell. Keeping their base solid, not overhitting. Starts with that third ball, obviously. And this is open sesame for the boys from Roswell. Fired up, as they should be. Again, Danny Marone making the PPA main draw up in Lakeville, Minnesota last weekend, which is no small feat. That's that boomstick power, baby. 10-8, and they are absolutely trucking. That's one of the nice things about pickleball. Again, if you play a football game and you start out 28-0, you could just simply run out of time despite how much better you are. In pickleball, you could get down 10-0 every game, and if you find your groove, you'll never run out of time. Wow, and that is absolutely disgusting. Former Michigan superstar, Dirty Danny Marone with a screaming inside-out winner. Roswell takes game one after getting throttled early on. We'll see if Tulsa can find some of the magic they had early on, but Roswell was rolling towards the end. Again, we will play 3 out of 5 here, so plenty of time for Tulsa to kind of ratchet it up. But first, we're going to hear from the 50-plus gold medal winners. Let's hear what they have to say on their accomplishment.
All right, we're here with Neil and Dan, 5-0 national champions here at the APC National Championship. Neil, how's it feel to be a national champ?
Well, it feels wonderful. I guess I want to start by thanking Ace once again, putting on a great event. Thank our very worthy opponents. We got lucky. I had a great partner who played lights out, but the guys we played were really tough. It was a close-fought match. A couple bounces went our way. But again, thanks to everybody at Ace putting on another fantastic event.
Yeah, Dan, what do you think?
I agree with what he said. He was lucky to play with me. No, I'm just kidding. We had a great time, and they are like great guys. It's so nice to meet these people from other Ace facilities, and all wonderful people. And I'm glad they made the trip down here. We had a lot of fun.
Well, we had a lot of fun watching you guys. Congratulations, APC national champs.
All right, thank you.
And congratulations to those national champions. You can see the big smiles on their face. Let's take you back here now to court number 2. Again, how many Selkirk boomsticks do we have? I saw recently Selkirk was valued at, I want to say, was it $800 million? I don't know how much they're valued at, but quite a lofty valuation. Maybe it was $80 million. I'm not positive. Either way, impressive, and you can see they're doing well with all these boomsticks out here. All right, we're back. 5-0 gold medal match. Roswell looking to pick up where they left off here. Again, Jacob described himself as being a speed-up demon, a speed demon. He's certainly been speeding up quite a lot of balls with a lot of success thus far. Wow. Oh my. A scrappy point from Tulsa. I'm not sure how often they're going to be able to replicate that, but impressive nonetheless. Yeah, good communication there. Tons of power. Wonderful angle. Again, when you got a floater like that, if you have one person who's more confident hitting that ball than the other, just go ahead and communicate. That's a heck of a return. Heck of a return there. You can tell he plays big, he serves big, drives big. Wow, and how good is that? Shades to the middle to bait him towards hitting it outside, shifts back outside, and absolutely nukes it up the middle. Great shot from Daniel there. Oh, it's a lob. The ghost of Quincy Jones. My man Quincy was a lobbing machine last night. Oh, baby. That looks like one of my shots. Yeah, as easy as the shot is, you've got to maintain your focus. It's certainly easy. Oh, what a duck. Yeah, that's not going to work. Bravo, bravo. Again, generally speaking, it's best to lob when you can take the ball out of the air. That way your opponents don't have enough time to react. When you play the ball as a lob off the bounce and your opponents are at the kitchen line, you're probably going to eat it. Oh, baby. It's like we're watching a game of monkey in the middle out here. I probably would have gotten hit in the nose twice by now. I like that Marone was following the ball there, though. Very impressive. That's just too much pressure. Again, you wouldn't believe it if you watched recently here, but Tulsa was up 8-2 in the beginning. I'll be completely honest with you. They didn't quite They weren't ripping winners. A lot of loose errors early on from Roswell, but they have shorted up here in games, the latter half of games 1 and 2. I will say I love the city of Tulsa, though. I think the city of Tulsa doesn't get enough love. I'm from Louisville. Tulsa and Louisville are somewhat similar. My grandparents used to live outside of Tulsa. Good people in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He bails himself out. He's bailed himself out a couple of times with those speed ups from Timbuktu. Very incredible shot making. Not the most high percentage. And that ball almost lands in St. Augustine. I've ran out of cities I know in Georgia. We're down to south. We're going into the Panhandle now. Wow. Just really good hands there from Daniel. Pretty darn good. Or Mike, sorry. Daniel with the speed up that earned the point. Yeah, and again, using the angles. Again, we are playing at the beautiful Ace indoor facility. Plenty of room, but there are walls over there, so if you're able to hit a nice crispy angle, unless your opponent wants to dislocate their shoulder, you can use those. Oh, baby. And he got exactly the ball he wanted. Ball sat up high, he sped it up. Missed the easy put away in the net. 3-3 on the one, I believe. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Danny Diamond Marone, self-proclaimed clip farmer. That could be a clip. Just a little bit wide. He was on it. Thought it might spin in there. Had a little bit of side spin, curving it back towards the court. Just a little wide. 3-3 on the 2 here in game 2. Huge serve. Absolute nuclear warhead off the paddle of Carroll. Yeah, and that leads to 2 missed returns. And that'll happen. If you hit a serve that big and that hard, you're going to miss a few. You're also going to win your fair share of free points, which is very valuable. Yeah, I don't love him driving those when they're below his knees. You've seen those last couple of balls. That one almost ended up in Palm City. 3-5 on the one. Yeah. And the reason that Tulsa hadn't been able to score much is their drops and drives have just been too high. They've got to try to make Roswell play the ball below the net. When they've done that, they've had success. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen very often. That's a great drop. Yeah, but again, if you're attacking from 3 feet off the line and your opponent is sitting there on the line, it's going to be pretty easy for them to pick you off if they have their hands up. Just too big of a swing. Easy point for Roswell. 6-3 on the one. Danny Marone played Roscoe Bellamy 6-5 last week. I believe Roscoe went on to win the bronze medal. Definitely one of the hottest 3 or 4 singles players in the world. Roscoe Bellamy. 6-3 on the 2. Yeah, I thought the serve was out. Just a little bit back on that serve, but he'll take it. Won a few free points on that sequence. 3-6 on the one. Three-6 on the 2 here. Yeah, that's a fadeaway. That's a Steph Curry 40-footer fadeaway drop. Maybe one day he can be Steph Curry. I don't think that's a high percentage play at this juncture. Oh, that's filthy. And again, your opponents are often going to look to poach on a good drop. That was a great drop. He poached. Go back behind him. Behind the helper, we say. That's an absolute laser beam. Again, all of that is set up by the deep serve. He's still a couple feet off the line. Back behind him. 7-3 on the 2. Michigan Wolverine. That one was out by quite a lot, I'll be honest with you. But that's okay after his last forehand. Yeah, the problem is they're not playing a lot of balls in the transition zone. Those are 2 or 3 pretty high-quality drops, but they keep taking a step or 2 back, not making any progress. Really good job from Roswell holding the line. A missed return. Maybe that can spark something here. 4-7 on the 2. Yeah, just too high. Just too high, and as you can see, a lot of their drops are of the slice variety, and that's okay, I think, especially when you're closer to the net. But as you get back, you've got to get a little bit of a dip on that ball. Otherwise, it's open sesame. Good move there from JC. 8-4 on the 1. Did he get it? He did. An absolutely superhuman Ernie from Big Money Marone right on the line. 9-4 on the 1. Oh, man, and he was going for the heat check there. He set it up perfectly, just jumped a little prematurely. Not sure what the discussion was about there. We've got 9-4 on the 2. And you see the main difference here is Broken Arrow is fighting tooth and nail to even have a chance to get up to the line. Roswell is basically walking in Central Park up to the kitchen line on every one of their serves. And again, he's just jumping all over the place. These guys are kangaroos. Send them to the Aussie Open. They're jumping, they're skipping, and that is an impressive game, too, from Roswell. All Roswell all the time in that one. Carolyn Marone on an absolute heater. Watch this again. He's jumping. Monkey in the middle. Let me jump again. Flick. Kick. Game. But again, I've mentioned this to you guys. This is a 3 out of 5 set match, okay? So Tulsa could find something deep down in their souls and come back and win a 3 out of 5 set match. Let's hear from the boys from Broken Arrow, Tulsa. See what they've got to say about this match.
All right, we're here with Mike and Daniel, who are getting prepared to tee off here for the 5-0 Men's National Championship at the APC 2026 National Championship. Mike, how was the trip in? How was the journey? How did everything go getting here?
Yeah, we got a good amount of snow in Tulsa last weekend. So we got like 6 to 8 inches, still ice on the road. We're driving in. It was a little to the airport. It was a little rough, but we made it. We're glad to be here. Glad to represent.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. And Daniel, I know you just got off a plane. Have you gotten a good warm-up in? You ready to rock and roll?
We played some other people from Broken Arrow, so that was a good time to catch up with them. So we got some games in, did some skate singles, so we're feeling ready.
Awesome. And speaking of that, speaking of being ready, what do you think the key is to victory tonight to not only put on a show, but obviously be able to get the win?
Yeah, we play a lot together. You know, we have a lot of chemistry. We've played a lot of tournaments in the past. So, you know, communication's big. You know, we don't really struggle with who's going to get the ball. So staying out of each other's way is huge. And, you know, it's a 3 out of 5 tournament. So have some strategy in there, you know, change things up if it's not working and try to get the win.
Yeah, Mike, anything else to add? Any other strategy thoughts?
Just trying to have fun. I like to keep it light. He's pretty quiet on the court, but, you know, it's a good mix. We're friends on and off the court, so that helps a little bit more. But yeah, trying to be unpredictable. I'll let him know what's coming. And
All righty, you heard from the boys from Broken Arrow. They've got snow on the ground, ice on the ground. They're going to have to use that close friendship off the court to find a little camaraderie here and see if they can change the tone a little bit. At this point, Roswell has basically thoroughly dominated this game ever since about 10 minutes into this thing. If I'm Tulsa, I got to be more aggressive. I got to start driving more balls, irrational speed ups. Can't let Roswell dictate the play the way that they have been, or else this is going to be a quick game 3. What a drop. Unbelievable hands from Moreau, but not good enough. Great rip right into the body there. (2-0) on the 2 here. Roswell looking to close this one out in straight sets. And you see how big and important the serve is in modern pickleball. Marone simply teeing off, all set up by the massive serve. Yeah, smart drop. Again, caught his opponent in transition there, curled at his feet. That is not a hard serve. 4-0 on the 2. More of the same here thus far. A little bit wide. Everything going Roswell's direction now. We had a let court that turned to be beneficial. Ball just got a little bit behind him now. Now or never for Tulsa. Again, they were out to an extremely hot start. In one-way traffic ever since. Love it. I actually I don't mind that at all. They got into the line. They got to take their chances. Yeah, he's got to try to engage the left arm a little bit more on that forehand. In tennis and in pickleball, it's super important to use your non-dominant hand as far as preparation and your follow-through goes. One of my biggest things when I'm teaching tennis or pickleball. 5-0 on the 2. Massive serve again. Sets up an easy drop and an easy put away. 6-0-2. Might be time to call that timeout, or at this point they may have accepted their fate. Sometimes you get so frustrated you don't even feel like calling a timeout. I've been there. Generally speaking, you should still do it, though. You never know what can happen in a pickleball game. 0-7 on the 1. Oh, wow. Excellent positioning and excellent hands, but that's a lot of luck going the way of the Roswell guys. Great maneuver there. Let court still stuck at 0 here. And I want you to pay attention to how quiet Jacob's feet are at the kitchen line. Early on, we saw some poor footwork, which led to a couple unforced errors from them. Throughout the duration of this match, they have had quiet feet. If you want your hands to be fast, you're dealing with pace, your feet should be quiet. 7-0-2. Oof. And normally don't advise the lobs off the bounce there. He gets away with it. I think it was going to be close to the line. Just too much. Again, they found patterns that work. All started by the big serves they both have. I believe we might have a timeout here. I probably would have called it before I was down 9-0, but that's another story. We're going to go to a quick commercial break here. APC National Championships delivered with DoorDash. Be right back. All righty, welcome back to the APC National Championships men's 5-0 gold medal match. Danny Marone and Jacob Carroll from Roswell, Georgia, the hometown squad, looking to end this one in 3. Stranger things have happened, though. 0-9 on the 1. Not going to happen. If you can't get up to the line, folks. Good deep serve. There you go. When all else fails, rip it at the guy. I find it highly unlikely that Tulsa will win this match, but they'll take solace in knowing they didn't get pickled in the last game. 1-9 on the 2. Yeah, there you go. 2-9 on the 2. You can see Danny jumping around like a prairie dog on that one, looking for the Ernie, forcing his opponent to dink middle. They've got the rock back. 9-2 on the 1. They are 2 points away from the gold medal. Not the best drop, nearly decapitates Carroll there. That's part of the game, folks. He's okay with it. 9-2 on the 2. That ball looked out to me. Generous call. That one was definitely out. Listen, Marone and Carroll, I know you're up 2 games. I know you're up 9-2, but I saw an incredible comeback last night. Don't count your money before it's in the suitcase, buddy. 2-9 on the 1. Very nonchalant there. That's a wonderful drop. Gets the pop up. 3-9 on the 1. That's a good ball at the feet. Not a good enough drop to move forward on. 3-9 on the 2. I'll go on record and say if Tulsa wins this match, I'll name my firstborn child Tulsa. Or maybe Oklahoma. Did that go over the net? I guess so. Absolutely acrobatic put-away smash. Or no, I think it went through the net. That's what I thought. He was too far back for that to have gone over. That's a point for Tulsa, I believe. 4-9 on the 2. That is correct. Went through the bottom of the net. No way. 5-9-2. A litany of missed overheads. And that's just too good. You've got to assume when the ball's that high that he's going to pull the trigger. Got to slide towards the middle there. Or hit a drop that doesn't bounce as high. One of the two. Easy pickings from Marone. 5-9 or 9-5 on the one. All right. Oklahomans don't just go quietly into the night. They're tough people. I don't believe it. After looking like they had one foot in the grave, down 9-0, it is 5-9-1. If they win a couple points, we'll probably see a timeout on the other way. Unreal. I think it's time for one. No? You've lost 6 points in a row. No timeout yet. If they lose another, I expect them to call one. Oh, you got to step into that ball. Mike's going to want that one back. Not the best return. Definitely a makeable drive. 6-9 on the 2. And there's the side out. I'm going to look to see them play these 2 points with a little bit more focus here. Getting a little too close for comfort. 9-6 on the 1. 2 points for the gold medal. Rushed it a little bit. Pickleball's a funny sport, folks. Sometimes you feel like you can do no wrong. Points are flowing. Other times you feel like it's impossible to get to the kitchen line. Lucky let court there. 10-6. Match point. And we're still playing pickleball. Side out, 6-10 on the 1. A miss in the net, and that one is going to hurt. Eight, 10 on the 1. I would have definitely called a timeout there if I were Roswell. Straight-legged drive, a little bit tight after being down 9-0. These gentlemen from Tulsa have fought all the way back. Just 2 more points to tie it up. Yeah, and that's just not going to work. I don't hate him speeding that ball up, but you can't give it right to his forehand. Match point for Roswell. 10-8 on the 1. I think they're ready to slam the door here. I'm looking for a big Marone drive or a roll. Serve is long. And that'll do it. Ferocious drive. Roswell, after withstanding a flurry from Tulsa in Game 3, they are your 5.0 gold medal champions. Congratulations to Tulsa on their silver in a hard-fought match. At the end of the day, it was just a little bit too much power. A little bit too many tennis backgrounds out on that court for Roswell. Lots of big serves. And really, that's what the difference in this match was serve and return. So Roswell wins the gold. Congratulations to them. It is 11-8, 11-4, 11-8. Maybe a little closer than the scoreline would indicate, especially in that third game. But again, a little too much firepower. Congratulations to Roswell. We're going to hear from our Tucson men's team champions from last night. Now, this match last night was absolutely electric. Tucson looked like they were down and out on numerous occasions. They were able to come back and win, I believe, 12-10 or 11-9 in a 5th game. Let's hear from our champions from Tucson.
All right, we're here with Team Tucson. Fellas, congratulations on winning the APC National Championship. How's it feel?
We're elated. It took a lot of emotion, some controversial things, and I'm just so proud of these guys. We've just banded together and had a blast.
Yeah, you guys there was a couple moments there where I thought it was over, right? And you guys dug really deep. What do you think it really took to really bring it out of your teammates and really get it done?
Just had to keep our head up and believe in ourselves that we could get this done if we gave it all we got. And, you know, we did everything we could. And, man, our hats are off to them. They're a great team. They played really well, really pushed us. I mean, just a fabulous tournament and had a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, let me make my way down here because one of the highlights at the end of the match was the winner down the line that you hit right there. I think that really turned the tide. How did you see the court open up like that to be able to make that shot?
I liked dropping when it's short return, either middle or down the line. And honestly, I just made a choice to go down the line. And when I was looking up to hit the ball, I was like, oh, he's not there. Perfect. But I wasn't trying to do anything too cute. Just keep the ball low.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot, huge for the match. Now, I know you had to step in last minute as the sub here, and we're able to jump in there. What was it like to play with these fellas from Tucson to get it done?
It was amazing. They're amazing players. They lift me up. They give me the confidence to win, and I'm really happy to be paired up with these guys. They're amazing.
Well, congratulations to you guys, Team Tucson, APC National Champions.
Bear down.
Bear down.
Tucson numero uno. You heard it here first again. I hope you were able to watch that match last night, but you see what it's all about. You see the smiles on their faces. We're going to take you here now to court number 3, and we've got a semi that will feed into the gold medal for 2.5. We've got Magnolia on the left-hand side, I believe, and, oh, I'm wrong on that. I think we got Team Lutz on the left-hand side and Team Magnolia on the right-hand side. And now we want to tell you this one thing that's so special about pickleball. A lot of these players you see here that are competing for national championships only started playing about 12 months ago. And there's really no other sport that I can think of where you can start, find friends, build a community, play every single day. You hear story after story after story about people who had injuries, weren't able to play other sports, that found pickleball. You hear about people that, you know, maybe had no physical interest at all. I know a lot of people who pickleball is the first sport they ever played. So Ace does a wonderful job. I believe they have something called a starter series where you can get a package, I think 8 or 9 lessons, just to give you, you know, a brief understanding of the game and feel like you can function out there. I know, like anything else, you can be a little bit intimidated when you've never played something, and there's always so many people at the courts, but I can tell you it's a welcoming community. They do a wonderful job, and maybe you next year could be competing for a national championship. Let's dive into the action here again. I believe this is a 2-5 semifinal, playing for the right to earn gold, Magnolia and Lutz. Not Lutz, but Lutz, Florida. We're in our first game here. Beautiful drop. Nope. That's one he's going to want back. Again, when you have your hands up like that, you got to try to strike the ball and go through it rather than rolling over it. I'm going to guess he makes that shot most of the time. Serve is a little bit wide there. All right, so Team Lutz won game 1 in a tight one, 11-9. Magnolia has a slim lead here. A little bit long there, good leave. I don't know if they're questioning the call or perhaps questioning a kitchen fault. I'm telling you, these referees, a lot of them, they're all business, okay? They know what they're doing. Occasionally, of course, everyone misses a call, but most of the time they get it right. And we can't thank them enough for being here. APC National Championship semi-final action. Really good pressure from the kitchen line there. Not letting them get an inch, but incredible defense. Oh, baby! How about that? That's how you go from defense to offense here, folks. Just a perfectly placed lob inside the baseline. They take control of the kitchen line. Just a little wide. Generally speaking, I want to drop most of my balls to the middle of the court. Higher percentage going over the lower part of the net. As you get better and better and better at pickleball, you'll start to pick up on these little nuances that maybe you didn't learn early on. Again, so cool. So many players out here probably hadn't touched a paddle a year and a half ago, and that's one of the best things about pickleball. And that's what we tell people, right? It is easy to play. The barrier to entry is not much, but it is impossible to master. I've played against some of the best players in the world, and you know, I know that these guys are still getting better, still working on things, still trying to tweak everything, find any small advantage. Nothing better than improving in something you like to do with people you like to hang out with. Magnolia looking to force a game 3 here. Good leave. Again, one of the hardest things to do on a pickleball court is to decide what balls to hit and what balls to let go. As a general rule, when it's going above your shoulders, it's probably going out. Lutz, 6'8" on the 1. I'm sure they'd like to get out of the door in 2 here. Really good ball. Right at the feet. Magnolia's defense, Lutz's defense rather, has been so fantastic, but the best way to get somebody to start making errors, hit it at their feet. Yeah, and that one just bounced a little too far in front of him. He's able to throw up the lob, elicit the unforced error. Lutz 4 points away from a finals appearance. What an angle. Oh, baby. What a lob, what a get! Unbelievable point. I'm clapping. Golf clap. Excellent dinking. This is high-level stuff here at the APC National Championships delivered with DoorDash. Magnolia, Texas, I believe, and Lutz, Florida. If you gave me the two cities, Magnolia and Lutz, I don't think I would ever guess what states they were from. But now I know. Drop shot. Wow. Great power there. Referee making sure they have the score right. Always good to double check. Really nice dinks there. Good angle, good communication. There it is. All about dinking with a purpose here. Move the ball around, wait until you get something high, and then go nuclear. 2 points away. Just a little bit out. That's a really good self-awareness there. Really good sense of awareness as well. I'm definitely going to hit that 10 out of 10 times, folks. Don't be like me. 7-9 on the 1. Oh! and what a ball. Beautiful speed up, down the line, winner. A missed serve at a critical juncture. You hate to see it. I've done plenty of that in big moments. New York City against Armand Bhatia. I still have nightmares about that missed serve. Shout out to Armand. Yeah, and that's one of those things that as you progress, you start taking more of those balls out of the air. Again, if my man with the Selkirk boomstick, the gold one, if he takes that ball out of the air, he's probably not going to pop it up. You let that ball get behind you. So easy to pop that ball up. What a point. Absolutely electric. Lutz fighting here. Another closely contested battle. 7-9 on the one. There's another one. Does a good job of resetting it. Still like to see him take it out of the air.
Where's 7?
What a scrappy team. Oh, wow. Just a really good ball. I think he thought he was going to get a pop-up. He got something low, tried to attack it, got punished. That's really good pressure there at the net. We'll see if Magnolia can get off the 9 here. They've been stuck here for a little bit. 9-7 on the 1, looking to force a game 3. As that paddle face just a little bit too close there. Comes straight down on the ball. 7-9 on the 2. That's a sensational rip. And that's game, so they might have been at 10 there. I believe they must have been at 10. We will go to a game 3 here shortly. Magnolia and Lutz competing for a spot in the gold medal match. Getting lots of great action here. We'll take a quick look at court number 5, see what we got going on. I believe this is a gold medal match again. A lot of these people probably didn't know each other 6 months to a year ago. Now they're traveling together, competing together, going out trying new restaurants, etc., etc. That's what pickleball is really all about, and that's what becoming a member at Aces is all about. Camaraderie, friendship, learning a new skill. These are all good things, people. Take it from me. Again, gold medal match here. We got people from, I believe, 12 clubs across the country, perhaps even more. We're so happy to be here with you on this broadcast. Earlier tonight, you saw an impressive 5-0 plus men's doubles performance being won by Roswell, who are still our medal count leaders, by the way. Off the end of the paddle. Really good deep overhead there. You know, it's super cool that these competitors get to have their games broadcast, friends and family checking in back home. I know whenever I'm on center corner, something like that, and friends and family following along, texting you, it's just a cool experience. Really amazing for Ace to be putting on this event, and this is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as the years progress. So If you're a little hesitant about throwing your hat in the arena, now's your chance. Oh, it's in! Absolutely unbelievable. Came off the top of her paddle with so much spin. It comes back. All right, we are now back on court number 3, where we will have our conclusion here. Good battle between Magnolia and Lutz. Winner of this match will find themselves in the gold medal match. Again, they've traveled all the way from Florida and Texas. Magnolia on the left, Lutz on the right. Let's play pickleball. Great attack and a good start for the gentleman from Tejas. Even Texas got a little bit of snow. I got friends in Dallas. School was out. They don't know what to do when it gets cold down there. How about that? That guy's not a 2-5. Check his duper. Let me call Tito. Expertly placed, and that's what you do in pickleball. You angle the ball, that creates space. He shifts to the middle, back behind him. Bada boom, bada bing. That was a thing of beauty. Just a little wide there. I think he thinks it was in. Sooner than later, we'll have technology to where robots or tiny Elon Musks will have the line calls automated here sooner than later. That's probably one of the biggest issues in modern pickleball, is that players are still calling their own lines, but we got ChatGPT. Certainly we can get our line calls correct. Absolute awesome backhand flick. A lot of power in that forearm there. Early lead for Magnolia. Again, winner of this match will head to the gold medal round. Really good ball. It's a good practice to always assume the ball is going to be sped up at you. Sometimes you get into a dink rally and you feel like we're just going to keep dinking. Next thing you know, you get hit in the chest. And now he thinks that ball was in. To be honest, I couldn't tell on either one of them. Really good pressure there. Several overheads in succession. Team Lutz looking to get on the board here in game 3. A lot of side outs early on. And there you go. Good drive. And a good drive, folks, is not all about pace. It's about location. I tell people, place over pace. Meaning a ball that drops a little bit, that has less power, is often more successful. Oh my! Yeah, that was in. He called it out. Yeah, that was in, I think. And look, most of the time when people call the ball out and it's in, it's not malicious. They saw it out. But sometimes that ball's coming so fast, it's really hard to say. Oh, baby, firefight. Tap paddles in between the firefight. I like it. Lutz out to an early lead here in game 3. Wow. Looked like Christian Alshon on that one. Beautiful forehand counter. Magnolia gets the ball back. Again, these players competed throughout the year, trained throughout the year for the opportunity to win their share of 250 bones. This could be you next year. Love the patience on display here. Oh, that is filthy. Great patience. Goes inside in Point Magnolia. Great angle there. Again, limited space, so not the best opportunity for an ATP. If you can find that angle on this court, I think you're going to have a lot of success. 2-3 on the 2. Yeah, that's a tough ball. He's got to take that out in front. Can't let the ball get behind you. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to the APC National Championships delivered with DoorDash. Men's 2-5 semifinal action here. And it's a good one. That was a little wide. And he thinks that was in too. A lot of times the ball does look in from the opposite side and it's wide, but I've been on the other side of booth replay reviews where I was convinced it was in one way or the other and it was out, or vice versa. So from my view, I saw that one pretty clearly wide. I'm not sure if the ref overruled it or not, but I don't think so. Maybe she did. And sometimes when a team feels like they've been wronged, even if they haven't, it can fire them up. Game of momentum. Really good ball at the feet. Leads to a side out. Early lead here from Team Lutz. Again, that's just too far off the line to speed the ball up. Because even if he hits a great speed up there, the opposition has so much time to react, you're likely going to catch a ball coming at your nose. Ambitious rip there. Gives Lutz the ball right back. How does that go in? He's hitting everything hard. What a firefight. What a firefight. Magnolia on the winning end of that one. That ball set up a little too high. Double boomstick on the left-hand side. That one's not coming back. 5-2 on the 2. Ooh, and that's just a little bit wide. Okay, I think we must have been at 4 because I think we should have an end switch here. So maybe it's 5-2 on the 2 now. Okay, I think that's what it looks to be. So I believe we have 6-2 on the 2 for Lutz. We will now change ends here. Lots of high-level points, lots of great consistent dinking rallies, ending in firefights. That's how it should be played. We'll take you over to court 5 here. This is a gold medal match, the Battle of the Forts. We've got Fort Wayne and Fort Myers. I'll tell you which one I prefer. I'll also tell you which group of ladies is probably grittier. You're from Fort Myers, it's 75 and sunny every day. Maybe you've gotten a little soft. You live in Fort Wayne, Indiana, I'll tell you what. I got friends in Fort Wayne. Both good people. But again, that's part of the beautiful thing of this event. We have players from so many different states. So many different clubs meeting, training, competing. Ooh, that's a wonderful angle. All right, back to our featured semifinal here. Team Lutz, 5 points away from the gold medal match. Seems to be some more confusion. All right, I think we've cleared it up. 6-2 on the 2. He was ready for that counter there, but just sails it a little bit long. He has to meet that ball a little bit further out in front. Magnolia gets the ball back here. It is 2-6-1. Ooh, I like that ball. Great overhead at the feet. Set up by that aggressive dink out wide. 3-6 on the 1 here. Ooh, what an angle. And I think he just barely missed it long. Again, you're seeing a lot of great patience on display here from our players. I'd like to see them hang a little tighter to the kitchen line. Other than that, a lot of great play and a ferocious put away there. Lutz with the lead here in game 3. Battle for the gold medal match. Couple lines in a row. Finds it into the body. Lutz now 4 points away from a gold medal match. And yeah, I was going to say that ball definitely bounced on the kitchen line, which is a fault. Sometimes there's some confusion surrounding that. If it hits the line, if it hits the kitchen line on the serve, it is a fault. 3-7 on the 1. Oh my. Body bag hits him in the chest. I don't know if he said a bad word or what happened there. I don't know. He's saying sorry. Sorry for what? You're the one who got hit. 4-7 on the 1. Lucky lead court, he'll take it. We've got 4-7 on the 2 here. Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. Looked like he wanted to take that ball. If you're going to make that first initial move, you better go because your partner's not ready then. 7-4 on the 1. Great patience. I love that they're moving the dink around. He must have done a little something to that ball. Swing and a miss. I do like that he was trying to take that out of the air. Happened at an unfortunate time nearing the end of game 3. I like that, driving to drop. And you notice, even though they lost that point, when Magnolia was pulled wide, my man slid to the middle. If your opponents are pulled wide and you're on the opposite side, you better slide to the middle. Big serve there leads to a missed return. 9-4 on the 2. 2 points away here from heading to the final. Lutz gets the ball back, and this is probably one of their final opportunities to win this match. Down by 5. It can happen, and that's a good start. Oh, and that's fantastic. Again, anytime the ball's up high and you can find an angle, that's going to be much more successful than trying to hit the ball through your opponents. It is a wiffle ball after all. The power paddle revolution doesn't matter when it comes to that. People are too good. Their reactions are too quick. I love the angles on the overheads. 2 points away here. That's silly. That reminded me a little bit of Anna Bright. Forehand out of the air, misdirect. 10-5 on the 1. Just a little bit wide here. Again, match point on the left-hand side for Team Lutz, 10-5. Oh, and that's an excellent put away. Raw power. 5-10 on the 1. They've got 2 chances to score here. Let's see if they can put a little bit of pressure on Team Lutz. Oh, what reflexes. Yeah, that's relentless pressure from Magnolia. Team Lutz was on their heels. 6-10 on the 1. Ooh. Just baited him a little bit there. Kind of caught him a bit off balance. 6-10 on the 2.
After that, he told me nowadays he started ignoring me. Because they're coming out with a 5. I'm done, Mark. If you saw the delete. No, I already.
How about that angle?
It's going to be like $300, which is crazy.
I think that one was just a whisker wide. No arguments. That one looked into me, but no complaints.
I mean, I heard they're pretty much.
I have a hard time believing the ref's going to be able to see it.
80%.
Looked into me. 7-10 though. Point stands, call stands. Hard for her to overrule it from that far away. Uh-oh. 8-10 on the 2. So much awesome pickleball we've seen over the last couple of days, and we'll be here with you all week. So many matches coming down to just a few shots. And there you go. Lutz gets the ball back, and I think they're ready to end this thing. Being urged on by his partner. Is this the moment they clinch a berth in the finals? It is not. Again, I think they're a little bit too anxious to get up to the kitchen line. They've had a good deal of success lobbing. Be patient, wait for the right ball before you move forward. Otherwise, you're getting the ball blasted by you. That's a good drop. And that will do it. They're jumping for joy in Lutz, Florida. Excellent three-set battle. Sportsmanship at the end. How about that? You see the excitement. He got like 6 feet off the ground after that win. Team Lutz is headed to the gold medal match for men's 2.5. Again, thank you guys for joining us here at the APC National Championships delivered with DoorDash. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be back to give you some more action here from Roswell, Georgia.
You're still here?
Told you, not leaving until I'm good enough to go pro. And with DoorDash, I got everything I need. They keep me fueled, they bring me fresh gear, and all the comforts of home.
But dude, how are you getting better all alone?
Not. DoorDash also brings me waters.
Anna Lee waters?
You ready, Billy?
I was born ready.
DoorDash.
Come on, Billy. My mom hits harder than that.
All these other shoes you wearing getting batted up. You know, every time they tear it gets to adding up. Come and get a pair if you had enough. Yeah, Pickleball Nation, let's go. If you really pickleball, let me know. Hey, this how I roll, run a court on my toes. If it ain't tie roll, one of those. Pickleball Nation, let's go. If you really pickleball, let me know. Hey, this how I roll, run a court on my toes. If it ain't tie roll, one of those.
You know the teams? I don't have a shit. That's okay. Good enough. Thank you. just played for Lutz, and this is the final 2-5.
Were you guys based out there?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Alex Crum, professional player on the PPA Tour. I am here with you guys at the APC National Championships all week long here at the beautiful facility in Roswell, Georgia. We've had some super entertaining matches throughout the week that I've had the pleasure to call. Earlier today, we saw an impressive performance in the men's 5-0 division. Roswell with a dominating performance. Last night, we had an electric men's 4-5 team event that went down to the wire. Hundreds and hundreds of players have spent a year competing, trying to get their spot at nationals. Players from 10-plus clubs throughout the country are here, vying for a chance at gold. This match upcoming will be Fort Wayne against Team Lutz. Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Lutz, Florida, probably very, very different places, but on the pickleball court, we're all the same. This will be best 2 out of 3 sets, 2 out of 3 games. Sorry, I'm an old tennis player. We'll see if the players from Team Lutz are a little bit winded. They only just finished a couple minutes ago, but sometimes that can work to your advantage, especially coming off a win. Recently on the PPA Tour, we have switched to a progressive draw format, meaning we play one match from each disposition, singles, gender doubles, and mixed. We play one match of all 3 a day. Sometimes I like it because it's better on the body, but sometimes I wish I could just, if I'm playing well, I'd rather play 3, 4, 5 matches in a row. Just depends on the day, though. Let's play pickleball. Fort Wayne will start us off here. Oh, wow. Call is in. Excellent lob winner to get us rocking and rolling here. 1-0. Football is called. That left foot grazing the kitchen line. Again, it's easy for referees to miss line calls. The ball comes so fast, but almost never will they miss kitchen faults. 2-0 on the 2. Buttery drop. Oh, I liked it. He tried to take that out of the air. Just a little bit tentative with that finish. Great start. 0-3 on the 1. Just a little bit long. By and large, I am not a huge fan of the third shot lob. It can be effective. I'll only throw that up if my opponent hits a really, really good return. Just a little long there. This return gives Lutz their first point of the match. Actually, no. Ball was called in. 3-0-1. That's all right. They'll live with that miss. Very important to go for your serve in pickleball. A little bit too big on the windup there. Again, so many of these players 12 months ago might have been on the couch watching pickleball TV thinking, maybe I should pick up a paddle and get out here. You definitely should. Ace has a wonderful program for beginners. You'll be out there learning with other like-minded and similar skill-leveled individuals. You can make friends, get better. Always fun to improve at something new. Recently, I've been crocheting. That's my new thing. Just kidding. Team Lutz on the board, 1-3. Ooh, that's a drive and crash. You'll notice there, once my man saw there was going to be a great drive, an easy return, he moves up and gets the easy pop-up and puts it away. Lob City, what an overhead. I've been talking about angles all night, so I'll spare you. That's awesome. His partner's in disbelief. Ball was in, I believe. Very deceptive. He looks one way, hits it the other. 4-2 on the one. Yeah, that's a really short return. I would have loved to see him rip that one. Came all the way from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I've been to Fort Wayne. It's been a while, though. 2-4 on the one. Great drive leads to an unforced error there. Oh, what a get! Sometimes you'll see that happen where the ball will go by that first person at the net and that player behind him acts as a little bit of a backstop. Seems to be a bit of confusion here. I like when this happens, I like to see the referee take control. I think she's giving them her expectations here. Perhaps they served before she called the score. I'm not exactly sure. Three, 4 on the two. Really good overhead. He catches that ball just a little bit behind his right shoulder. Paddle face opens up, ball sails long. 4-3 on the one. Yeah, that's a beautiful drop. Beautiful drop down at the toes, leads to a missed volley. Again, in pickleball, we don't necessarily hate missed serves. What I mean by that is, if you're never missing a serve, you're probably not going for it. Yeah. Neither team has found their rhythm here yet. Whoop. Excellent kitchen control. That's what we call it when you're up at the line. Cool, calm, and collected kitchen control. Oh, he was ready for it too. That's one of the most frustrating things in pickleball is when your opponent telegraphs their speed up, you see it coming, and you still hit it in the net. Guilty. 4-5 on the one. You stop that paddle at contact. You want to keep the paddle going towards the target. The paddle face ultimately tells you where to hit the ball or where the ball is going to go. Another missed serve. Yeah, I think he's just trying to make the shot a little too good, right? He's had quite a lot of success with those, 70% drops. When he's trying to make it too perfect, he's missing a lot in the net. Four, 5 on the two here. I thought they were dead in the water on that point. Defense to offense. You notice these guys up at the line. You see a lot of wide bases. What's a wide base? Good distance in between your feet. That was absolutely Frisco. That's an interesting time for a timeout. I don't love it. I don't hate it necessarily. Sometimes not always will you call a timeout when you're getting beaten down. Sometimes you call it just a reset. Okay, neither one of us are scoring very often here. A lot of side outs. Let's try to change something. I actually don't mind that. I've even taken an offensive timeout. Meaning, I got a game point or I have a match point. I have the ball. I'm serving. And I'm going to say, you know what? Let me think about this serve. I did that against Federico, I think, in Las Vegas, and I missed the serve by like 2 feet. Some people are better at execution. I'm working on it. All right, we'll see if Team Lutz can reset here. Call a timeout, down 4-6 on the one here. 6-4 on the one, rather. Falling off his back foot. Very rarely do you want to have your weight shifting backwards. Even if you're moving backwards, you want to set your feet, establish position, keep your weight on the balls of your feet. Never want to be shifting on your heels. Drive sails just a little bit long. Yeah, and a nice volley there. If you see your opponent hanging back in the baseline, not a bad time to hit one short. Was that going in? Maybe. Maybe not. I think he had no choice but to play it. Yeah, that's a short serve. Again, if you're going to miss a serve, never miss it in the net, never miss it in the kitchen line. Always miss it long. Oh, that is silky. Oh, and I think he missed it. That one hurts. It's such a good drop. He got the put away. Just make it, my guy. Another quick side out. I think Lutz has the momentum. They are losing. Body language seems to be just a little bit better. Yeah, now if I'm Lutz, I might call a timeout. Overhead, almost lands in Kissimmee, and he's got the right idea. Alrighty, guys, we've got a tie game. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back at the APC National Championships. Deliver with DoorDash.
Get your paddles up. All these other shoes you wearing getting batted up. You know, every time they tear it gets to adding up. Come and get a pair if you had enough. Yeah, Pickleball Nation, let's go. If you really pickleball, let me know. Hey, this how I roll, run the court on my toes. If it ain't tie roll, what are those? Pickleball Nation, let's go. If you really pickleball, let me know. Hey, this how I roll, run the court on my toes. If it ain't tie roll, what are those?
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the APC National Championships, delivered with DoorDash. We've got our gold medal match, men's 2.5. My man doing a little stutter step back there. It's been a back and forth match thus far. Neither team really finding their rhythm, but Team Lutz, their body language, their demeanor, just seems to be a bit more positive here at this state. He shrugs. That was an MJ shrug. He's like, this is easy, and it's an easy game. And again, I'm not a huge fan of that ball. If you're going to lob, make sure you make them hit at least one. Their overheads have been a little shaky of late. Drives too high, ball gets put right at the feet. Six, seven. Oh, a little bit of luck off the let court. Maybe that's just what they need. Try to get their mojo back here. 7's on 1. Ooh, good patience. Love that he took that out of the air. He's got to stay on balance a little bit longer. His weight was distributed correctly, and he shifted back to the left leg a little bit early. Leads to a miss in the net. Quick side out. Body blow there. 7-7 on the one. That is an excellent put away there. Took a little bit of pace off, gaping hole in the middle there. Easy shooting. Excellent put away there. Team Lutz is rolling. Where is Lutz, Florida? Maybe I'll have to take a trip. After all, I am moving to Florida tomorrow. Although it's going to be cold down there too. Good pressure, quick side out. Lutz looks to have all the momentum here, but again, only a 2-point deficit. We will see if Fort Wayne can find a little bit of swagger here. They're not going to do it with that. I know I've harped on going for your serve, but if I'm missing 3 or 4 in a game, that's too many. Yeah, I love that he tried to drop that ball, but that's got to be an open paddle drop. Hard to hit a top spin drop when the ball's on your ankles. Beautiful setup there from Lutz. Good deep serve. He's late coming in. Roll it at the feet. Tomahawk chop. See you later, game point. That's a great put away. Game not over yet. Just a little bit wide. Fort Wayne gets the ball back. Again, Team Fort Wayne just having a lot of trouble getting into the kitchen line here. They've had great success when these low percentage drops go in. I'd like to see a little bit more high percentage drops and a little more patience getting in. Great job here. All right. Excellent point construction. They're off 7. Snap. Fade away, forehand, winner from the baseline. Nine, 10 on the 2. How's that for shot making? We are tied. I've been there, brother. I've been there. Momentum is certainly flipped. 10-10 on the 2. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. And how about it? Team Lutz from the absolute grave. That's why we love pickleball, folks. That's why we love pickleball. I mean, no, sorry. Fort Wayne with the comeback. My apologies. Team Lutz was in quick and complete control there. But Fort Wayne kept playing, kept playing, kept playing. We're going to take a look at our sky view here, show you all the great action going along.
Really about this life.
APC National Championships. We've got hundreds of players, all members at Ace Pickleball. 8:30 on a Thursday night, and we've got hundreds of people in here, spectators, fans, competitors. Super high ceilings, so you can lob all day.
Medal!
Just a state-of-the-art facility. We have one in Louisville that I've been to on several occasions. Maybe I'll have to stop by Tampa. And we got a gold medal ceremony here. I honestly think medals are cooler than trophies. Trophies, they break, they snap. Medals are something you'll keep forever, and you can see it means a lot to these guys. Smiles all around. How many Selkirk boomsticks do we have in this tournament? Like I said, I was a little skeptical. Selkirk just came out with a, I don't know, $80 million valuation, $800 million valuation. I can't remember. It's one of the two. I think it's 80. Can't be 800, can it? Are they $1 billion? No way. In any case, very impressive, and I've seen about 10,000 boomsticks. It's all Proton, though. I'm a Proton guy, okay? Sure, it's a good paddle. Back in action for game 2 here. And that's how you want to start. After blowing a huge lead, come out, forget about it, move on. Good pressure there. Again, I don't like to see that weight shifting backwards. Very difficult to do anything offensive with the ball when you're moving backwards. How about it? Throws his hands up. And you can see the joy that pickleball brings people. Great thing about it, if you're a member at a club, you're a member at an Ace, you can kind of pop in, pop out, whatever works for your schedule. You can play at 6 a.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m. There's really no other sport that allows you such great flexibility. And again, Ace has a great package, a starter package, if you will. They'll teach you the basics of the game. You'll learn alongside other beginners. Make new friends and see what all the hype's about. That's pretty good. Not the best communication there, but that can happen. Fort Wayne out to an early lead here. Yeah, that's the one spot you got to avoid, that lefty tomahawk backhand. When the ball is high, it is not coming back. That's a really good drop. 2-3 on the one. Fort Wayne looking to win this one in 2. Lutz looking to take this one to 3. Gold medal match, 2-5. Yeah, that's pretty. Nice top spin roll down the middle. People say, how do you get better at pickleball? I think it's a mix of drilling, so practicing, working on specific things, and then also competing. I think competing as often as you can in pressure situations will make you improve. Rec play is great, but competing when something's on the line, there's nothing like it. That's a volley. I don't think he's going to miss very often. Like to see the paddle more out in front. A little big on the backswing there. Stilky drop. That one's just rushed a little bit. Again, the goal is to get to the kitchen line right, but you don't want to rush, because when you rush, that can lead to an unforced error. Two 2-5 on the one here. Back in the green. I like that. Might be my new celebration. Hands in the air, big smile on my face. It almost feels like Lutz has been the better team here, yet they trail. Oh, and the tide is shifting. 4-5 on the one. A little bit long there. Just a little long, missed return. And it's 5-5 on the two. You'll see a lot of matches like this, even at the pro level, where one team looks to be in control, and then all of a sudden they're not. It's a game of runs, a game of momentum. The errors are now flowing for Team Lutz. This might be a good time to call a timeout. I believe they were up 5-2. They now trail 6-5. Ooh, I like it though. Being aggressive. They've got a lot of missed volleys. Highly entertaining match. Great level here. 5-6 on the one. Yeah, that's really good pressure, really good point construction. Good depth. 6 on the one. 6-7, now might be a time for timeout. He's calling a timeout. Great minds think alike. Again, we talked about this. It's a game of runs. Men's 2.5 gold medal match. We saw the 5-0 earlier on today, and this is still a great level from 2-5 to 5-0. This division is still filled with lots of incredible players, many of which only started playing a year ago. You know, my girlfriend loves pickleball. She said, "What's my level?" She just texted me. She just asked me. I said, "Why don't you watch the 2-5 men's gold medal final?" She said, "So am I a 2-5? I said, "Sweetheart, you're a 5.0. My point being, if anybody asks you, especially your significant other, if they ask you what their duper is or what their level is, lie to them. Fort Wayne looking to end this match in 2. We've had a lot of great runs in this match, a back and forth affair. Oh, that's a great drop. Hands in the ceiling again. Yeah, he struggled with those a little bit, my man in the light blue. He struggled a little bit with taking those backhands out of the air. If that's the case, maybe I take a step back, let the ball bounce. Just a little bit wide. Successful timeout. He was just a little bit far back there. Got to hit through that ball, not down on it. 7-7 on the 2. Great serve. Really good serve. He was so far off the line. I might have liked to see a rip there. He leaves that drop just a little bit high. Yeah, and I like that he chose to speed that up. When you see your opponent 2 feet off the line and you've got a ball that sits a little bit high, great time to speed up. 8-7 on the one. Just a little long there. Seven, 8 on the one here, Team Lutz. Ooh, right on the line. Oh, baby. Yeah, and I would have liked to see him maybe jump outside of the kitchen line and hit what's called an Ernie. I think it would have given him a little bit more balance. Great put away there. And again, he was so far behind the baseline that that ball didn't need to be hard. It needed to be a short little angle. Easy put away. 8-8 on 2. Baby. Yeah, that's a good ball. Again, he's had success with that one. That speed up, those drops are sitting a little bit high. 8-9 on the one. And that's one, it's going to hurt him. A missed serve at 8-9. And he gives one right back. Both teams are now 2 points away from winning this match. One will send Fort Wayne to the gold medal. Another by Lutz will send us to game 3. Yeah, I like how he kept his composure there. Made sure he didn't put that one in the bottom of the net. Oh, and just like that, they save a match point, and boy, have we seen plenty of saved match points out here. 9-10 on the one match point saved. Oh, and it's out. I think it's out. Oh no, it must have been in. 10-10 on the one. And here we go again. $11-10 on the one. Timeout called by Fort Wayne. What a battle. Literally separated by 1 point through 2 games. Match point saved by Lutz. Gold medal point saved by Lutz. Timeout called by Fort Wayne. Again, I've seen this, quite a few times where you call a timeout in a spot like this and you'll get a missed serve from your opponent. Something about breaking that rhythm. Lutz having saved a match point. They've won the last two. They're feeling good about their chances of taking this to a game 3. It is 11-10 on the 1 point for a game 3. Could have had a hindrance call on that. Oh, we've got a fault called. Not a hindrance called. I think maybe his paddle hit the kitchen line on the follow-through. Your paddle cannot touch the line on a follow-through. Still game point here. A little bit of drama in Roswell. And we thought we were headed 3. Are we or are we not? Fort Wayne gets the ball back. 10-11 on the 1. That is just beautiful. Excellent drop shot, opens up the court. 10-11 on the 2. And you had to know that combo was coming. That's been his bread and butter throughout the duration of that match. That speed up to the opposite side elicits the pop-up. 11-11 on the 2. Oh, no. Listen, when you're tall, folks, you got to bend your knees. That's what I tell my students when they don't bend their knees. I say, you look like a scarecrow. No scarecrow on that one. Gets nice and low and feathers it down the middle. Bend your knees, wide base, follow the ball into your paddle. 11's on 2. All right, and a quick side out. Kind of in an awkward spot there. Fort Wayne 2 points away from a gold medal here. Great patience there. I think maybe he thought there was a speed up coming. Off-speed roll, and we have another championship point. And that'll do it, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Fort Wayne, maybe these two will get a statue. Gold medalists at the APC National Championships. A little bit of drama there at the end with the fault. Doesn't seem to be any animosity there. What an incredible match. Great competitors. You can see what it means to these guys. Congratulations, Fort Wayne. We're going to hear from them shortly, but we're going to check out court 11 here. I think we've got a gold medal match here. Men's 4-5, 50 plus. These guys are moving pretty well for 50. Woo! I'll tell you what, I've played with quite a few senior pros in my day. And you can't sleep on some of these older players. Great technically, super consistent, understand the game well. Lightning fast hands. Again, guys, if you're tuning in back home somewhere, just know that this could be you in a year. Again, so many of our players have just started picking up pickleball. They fell in love with the game, fell in love with the exercise, fell in love with the community, and now they're here competing for gold medals. Such a cool event, and I'm so happy to be a part of it here at the APC National Championships. He's going to want that one back. Again, these players have competed at various stops throughout the country, all for a chance to win their share of 250 smackaroos, 250,000 smackaroos. That boomstick, raw power from the boomstick put away there. Jack Sock must be happy. I'm sure he gets some sort of royalty. Again, men's 4-5 gold medal match here. You just saw a thriller between Fort Wayne and Lutz. Fort Wayne pulling it out in 2 super close sets. We're going to hear from the winners here shortly. Excellent hand speed up there. Would have liked to see him hold his ground a little bit. Again, we will be broadcasting all week long, so don't miss any of it. We'll be back here tomorrow around the same time, 6:30 Eastern Standard, I believe. Actually, no, that is not true. I think tomorrow it's an earlier start time. Look for the announcements on the Ace Pickleball Club Instagram page. You can follow me if you want at ACBabyBaby. I'm always this funny. All right, I've just gotten confirmation. Tomorrow will be a 4 p.m. start time for the featured feed. You get off work a little bit early. Maybe you're hitting happy hour with some buddies. What's better than having a cocktail and watching some high-level pickleball? I don't know what. Yeah, sometimes, I mentioned this earlier, but you try to, it's good to try to take balls out of the air when it's possible, but if you feel like you're really having to lean and you're off balance, probably better to shift weight backwards, let the ball bounce. Ooh, that is nasty. See, these guys are moving the dinks around. Dink with a purpose. As you get better and better and better at pickleball, at first you're happy just to make 5 dinks in a row. That's still where I'm at. But as you improve, you'll notice, you watch the best players in the world, they're constantly moving the ball around. And a great flick there. Guys, that cuts our time to the end here. Again, my name is Alex Crum here at the APC Pickleball National Championships, delivered with DoorDash. Some exciting matches tonight. We've got exciting matches all week long. We thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, live from Roswell, Georgia. Good night and good luck.
Welcome to Ace Pickleball Club, a warm, welcoming community for all. No matter your skill level, there's a place for you. Inside, you'll find courts labeled beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Just stack your paddle and rotate into games. It's that easy. No need to snag a coveted reservation or organize around your friends' busy schedules. Ace Pickleball Club is a member-focused club with open play always running. So your friends are already here, ready to play with you, even if you haven't met them yet. It's more than just playing pickleball. It's building meaningful connections and crafting a healthy lifestyle. We also offer a range of activities like social mixers, clinics, and tournaments, all covered by one simple membership fee. No hidden costs. Join the Ace Pickleball Club community today. Start now, play forever.
Call up your squad. It's time for the APC Championship Series team event. Teams of 4 go head-to-head in a fast-paced format that's all about connection and energy. And just like the rest of the APC Championship Series, it's completely free for members and open to all skill levels. Bring your friends. Build your legacy. The top finishing teams from each skill level earn a spot at the APC National Championship. Your team, your court, your moment. Only at Ace Pickleball Club.
Really about this life, get your paddles up. All these other shoes you wearing getting batted up. You know, every time they tear it gets to adding up. Come and get a pair if you had enough. Yeah, Pickleball Nation, let's go. If you really pickleball, let me know. Hey, this how I roll, run the court on my toes. If it ain't towel roll, what are those? Pickleball Nation, let's go. If you really pickleball, let me know. Hey, this how I roll, run the court on my toes. If it ain't towel roll, what are those?
Billy? You're still here?
Told you, not leaving until I'm good enough to go pro. And with DoorDash, I got everything I need. They keep me fueled, they bring me fresh gear, and all the comforts of home.
But dude, how are you getting better all alone?
Not. DoorDash also brings me waters.
Anna Lee waters?
You ready, Billy?
I was born ready.
DoorDash.
Come on, Billy. My mom hits harder than that.
Their championship match is about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. We hear plenty of cheering coming from the crowd, and we're excited to get you started in just a few minutes.